If your credit score in the US is low, you're not just losing money. You're being silently robbed every single day. And the worst part? You don't even realize it. Today, you're about to discover the real strategies Americans use to turn bad credit into financial power fast. And no, this isn't guru theory. These are tactics used every day by ordinary people who went from rock bottom to 750 plus scores in just months. Stay with me until the end, because number one is the most ignored, and it can change your entire game overnight. 10. Paying off debt is not the priority if you're doing it wrong. Yes, you heard that right. Most people think aggressively paying off all their debts will quickly boost their credit, but that can actually hurt you. In the US, it's not just about paying, it's about how you pay. Real example. Someone with 5 maxed out credit cards. Instead of trying to wipe everything out at once, they focus first on the cards with the highest utilization, above 80%. Just bringing those balances below 30% can boost your score by dozens of points in weeks. Direct question: are you paying your debts or just reacting without a strategy? And what if I told you the next strategy could boost your score without you barely paying anything? 9. The hidden power of becoming an authorized user. This one is almost a legal hack. In the US, you can be added as an authorized user on someone else's credit card and essentially inherit part of their credit history. Example: a parent with a 780 score adds their child to an old credit card. Within months, the child's score jumps significantly without even using the card. But be careful. If that person has bad history, you go down with them. Question: do you know someone with excellent credit who would trust you? Because what you're about to see next can erase errors from your report like they never existed. 8. Disputing errors. Hidden money right in front of you. Most people never even check their credit report. Burn this into your mind. Errors are more common than you think. Duplicate charges. Paid debts still showing. Accounts that aren't even yours. In the US, you can dispute these with bureaus like Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and if they can't verify the debt, it gets removed. Just like that. Direct question: when was the last time you reviewed your full credit report? Because what's coming next is a strategy that builds your score even if you're starting from zero. 7. Secured credit cards. The starting point of silent winners. You don't need credit to build credit. Secured cards work like this. You deposit money, say $500, and that becomes your limit. Use it lightly and pay on time. You're building history. Real example. People who started with $200 and, within 6 months, qualified for unsecured cards. Question: are you waiting to have credit before starting? Or are you ready to build from zero? And the next one. Is the mistake destroying millions of credit scores without people realizing it? 6. Credit utilization. The silent killer of your score. You can pay everything on time and still have a low score. Why? Because using more than 30% of your limit hurts your score. Example: $1,000 limit. If you use $900, even if you pay it off later, the system sees risk. Smart players keep it under 10%. Direct question: how much of your limit are you using right now? And what if I told you there's a way to game the system without doing anything illegal? 5. Early payments. The trick that changes everything in days. Here's the secret. Your score is based on what gets reported, not when you pay your bill. So if you pay before the statement closes, your reported balance stays low. Example: you spend $800 but pay $700 before the statement date. The system only sees $100 used. Boom. Score goes up. Question: are you waiting for the bill or playing the game before it even exists? And the next strategy can give you years of credit history instantly. 4. Credit age. Why closing cards is a fatal mistake. Time matters. The longer your credit history, the better. Closing old accounts can drop your score fast. Example: someone closes a 10-year-old card and loses dozens of points instantly. Direct question: have you ever closed an old account thinking it was the right move? Because what's next is something few people use, but it can massively accelerate your progress. 3. Credit mix, the game almost no one understands. Having only credit cards isn't ideal. The system likes variety. Credit cards, auto loans, personal loans. Example: someone with only cards may have a lower score than someone with multiple types of credit, even if both pay on time. But be careful. This isn't about taking on random debt. Question: is your credit profile limited to just one type? Because the next strategy can speed everything up, even if your history is messy. 2. Negotiating with creditors. The secret no one tells you. You can negotiate deletions. Yes, you can pay a debt and ask for it to be removed from your report. Pay for delete. Not all creditors agree, but many do. Real example: people wiping entire collections just through negotiation. Direct question: are you treating your debts as permanent or trying to remove them from the game? And now, number 1. The strategy that separates those who stay stuck from those who take control. 1. Pay everything on time, but do it the right way. Automation plus discipline. It sounds obvious, but how you do, it changes everything. The smartest Americans automate everything. Auto payments, alerts, strict control. Because one late payment can destroy months of progress. Example: a single 30-day late payment can drop your score by over 100 points. Final question: are you relying on memory or on a system that never fails? Now tell me, how many of these strategies are you actually using? Because the difference between an average score and an elite score isn't luck, it's execution. And if you think this was powerful, what's coming next might completely change how you see money, credit, and financial freedom. Stay ready, because you don't want to miss what's next.